Okay,
Ready?
now we are set. The recording in progress. Welcome to Tush Twins, heard exclusively on MalcolmPresents.com, a streaming network heard round the world and round the entire universe.
Mars.
It's beyond Mars, it's beyond our solar system.
Right.
What
I
what
just
is the
feel so
Milky?
bad for the aliens that are listening to this. They're going, "Oh, they look like fun," and come down and find what we have now.
No, the
Well,
aliens.
they have the question, how much does the Milky Way?
Oh, we
Oh,
need the drum roll.
get a boom. I need my drumsticks. I got to
Well,
start banging on my
well,
drums and
figure
not
it like
banging on my
this.
head as much.
I don't
Oh,
understand.
well,
I
I
I
think
want to
just want to
bang
bang
on my
on my
drum
drums
all
all
day.
day.
I think we've talked about it. Probably what they say that we've been visited by other existences before.
Hmm.
You remind me of the one with what's the one with is it Mork? No, not Mork.
Let's
With
see.
Bill Bixby, where his my
My
uncle,
favorite
Oh, my favorite
Martian
my favorite
Martian.
Martian, where
with
the
Ray
antennas came out of his
Walston.
head,
Ray Walston.
and Bill
Yeah.
Bixby.
Yep. I love that show.
That's you. Your antennas are coming out of your head.
Well, I'm from the planet Llama.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm coughing.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyway,
We
if,
don't.
if
I'm
We
the
don't
the
want you.
if the
planet
aliens like
Llama.
that planet,
Peace out.
they probably saw our planet and said, "Forget about it. We don't want it. We have
Well,
enough
Mm,
problems with our own."
right. Well, there's, the Star Trek thing that there's
Yeah,
no, beam me up, Scotty. There's no intelligent life
yeah,
down here.
right.
You know,
I
that's
Anyway,
can agree with
that.
that.
That's it. And he's talking to
yeah,
me. It's
Done.
talking about Earth, not
yeah.
the aliens.
We're in a weird. I always felt this is like the weird period for us. It's
Hmm.
a it's after Thanksgiving,
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
before Christmas. If Hanukkah
Yes.
comes in, it's for us Jews out there, we celebrate the Hanukkah. But now that's going to be over in another 2 days.
I
Right.
know.
So
I
now that whole
didn't.
Taste the
period,
taste the sixth day or fifth day? Six.
six,
Six.
and so
Six.
like there's nothing like in between,
Six.
Yeah.
except
Well.
going out to parties, going out drinking, and getting drunk.
Well,
Yeah.
I go to
Well,
parties. I don't get drunk, but
I'm
I go
not
to
getting.
parties.
I'm
Oh,
not
you were
getting
at a party
drunk.
last night, right? Or today,
No, it's
or yesterday?
tomorrow. It's tomorrow.
And
Tomorrow.
for me,
Oh,
tomorrow, I have two parties tomorrow, one
Right.
on Thursday, and the best one's Friday.
ooh.
What's Friday?
That's at my friend's store, the
Cannabis
vape shop.
store? Oh
Mm-hmm.
God, help me. This one is what do they call
The
That's
what
gonna
people
be
shop?
a
who are
fun one.
you're the cannabi girl. So
But
did,
it's funny. I don't smoke. I don't drink. I'm the designated driver. I am so boring when it comes to that stuff. But I get high on life,
Ah,
you
as
get
Mitchell
high
would
on
say.
gummies. Who you fooling?
Well,
Who
I
you?
take that at night to sleep.
Yeah, you're full of
the
baloney.
You know what? Next time we
And
designated
do the
dork.
show,
salami. Huh?
let me tell you, next time we do the show, I will take gummies 2 hours before. Let's see how it
Okay.
goes.
That will be the highlight of December.
The high, like, very good.
I'm coming up with puns. You see my mouth?
Oh
It's
yeah,
It's
the
much better.
stitches
No, it looks much better.
stitches are out.
Yeah,
and it's
And
no, it
not
looks
affecting your
good.
speech.
and the scare, it's affecting it a bit. I feel it on the right, on the left.
Do
Oh
you
well.
putting Vaseline on it or
No,
Neosporin?
it's this stuff.
Oh,
It's
What is that?
Neosporin. It's
yeah,
Neosporin.
Neosporin.
Oh,
And also
Yeah.
he wanted me to put peroxide on it because he wanted me to get rid of the scabs, and it did.
mm.
It did. Plastic surgeon, he knew what he was doing. I'm going back.
Mm-hmm.
So
Well,
anyway, we are
Did you
so,
ask him one quickly? Did you ask him about the arnica?
you know, you got to send me a text
Okay.
because I'll tell him on Thursday if you send me a text. Otherwise,
ask
my
him
brain,
about
Okay.
what?
arnica.
Arnica.
Yeah.
Arnica.
Okay.
That sounds
Yes, when
like
I
a
had
woman
surgery.
I used to have a woman I used to date like that. Her name was Arnica.
Okay. Well,
Oh,
Uh,
as you
oy
guys
vey.
can probably tell, we've been BSing for 5 minutes or more, and we're the Tush
Mhm.
Twins, so we get to do that.
oh,
You
you're going to
see,
introduce a show?
I mean, at this point, all I'm saying is we're the Tush Twins, and we can do that. So,
Here's Maxine, and
here,
here's me, here's
right,
Rusty.
and we have
And,
We're the Tush Llamas.
we're
and
the
I'm an
tush,
honorary member from Coney Island.
and you're you're the tush dude. There you go. Don't make me
Happy
laugh.
Hanukkah, everyone.
Don't make me laugh because
Too late.
I
Is that why at 7 o'clock this morning I got a butt call
it was
From
me.
who?
It was
Oh my
7:30
God.
actually.
from the butt?
I don't know why it hit. And then when I was just talking to someone else, a friend of mine, it just went off. I was walking the dog and the service just went out. It just goes out. Like when I'm
Yeah,
driving and it
mine
goes
does
out
too.
with you guys. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Yep.
so anyway, we were trying to, we always try to figure out at least the day before what to talk about.
And we still don't know.
And we
Do you
still
have a
don't know.
follow?
So anyway, sometimes it's the minute before. I don't know. Somehow
And sometimes 10 minutes after.
somehow I got in ice skating into my brain, and I was thinking back when we were kids, and so
Yeah, I remember.
well, and one of the reasons is ice skating is because I watched the movie I, Tanya on my flight to LA.
Mm-hmm.
And have you seen it?
No,
No.
but I
Okay.
will.
Either of you, I highly recommend. It's a very good movie, and an Academy Award nominations, and who won? The one who played the mom, the one who was on West Wing, Janet.
And Jenny. And what's her name?
Jan
Janny.
Janice, what
She was
terrible.
in the Howard Stern
Allison
movie,
Janney.
Jennifer.
Johnny.
She was on
Allison Janney.
Mom. Allison
I was
Janney.
close.
She
She was
was,
great on
but
Mom. She's the
she was,
best.
well, this movie, she was unbelievable. And I didn't realize that the backstory of Tanya was so
Well, I
tragic
read the book.
in so many ways, and they just sensationalized and went after her, not to say that this happened, and it didn't appear from the movie that it was her total doing and she got the worst result out of it. It was
Yes, she did.
her husband and the idiot guy who was a
Manager,
bodyguard, whatever, bodyguard or
bodyguard.
some BS crap. Anyway, and then I got to meet Nancy Kerrigan when the Tokens did a charity event in Long Island for the World Trade Center, and it was at a skating rink, and it was a skating show, and the Tokens did, the line and all that stuff. And so I spent with my son, your godson, a good hour in the bus with Nancy Kerrigan, never bringing this up whatsoever, of course. And
Right.
she was lovely. She was fantastic. And you had to feel, wow, you were bopped in the knee. I mean, Jesus, what the hell was that about? And then you see,
The only thing that I say is, why me? Why
right.
me?
Yeah, well, yeah, this was, Tanya Harding was the first female skater to do a triple axel.
What?
No
Yeah.
one had done that before. She was forever in the books on that. But her personal life, it's
Yes, it was a
sad,
shame.
and she was beat up, and I mean, geez. I didn't realize the extent of it until I saw the movie, which is based on, the true story.
True story. But both of them are still alive, right?
Yes, they're
Yes.
not, yeah, they're probably in their 50s,
Still
maybe.
there.
Yeah, they're, doing their thing. But anyway, Nancy never forgave her and probably never will. And, what are you going to do? But things,
By the way, just a feel-good story now. I don't know if you guys watch sports or watching the New York Giants football team.
Yes.
Well,
what about them?
they have a 3-game winning streak now, and they'll probably make the playoffs. But their
Excuse
quarterback.
me. Thank you. Yeah, but Josh Allen, Buffalo
Oh, yeah.
rules.
Yeah.
Ugh,
But
Josh, I
he's
don't
always,
know. What's the deal with them this year?
but
Not as
their
good.
quarterback now is a guy named Tommy DeVito.
yes.
Tommy DeVito
I heard about this
I think
story.
he's
Yes, I know. I
23,
watched it last night.
23, 24 years old.
Mm-hmm.
He's
Rookie.
undrafted. Yeah, he's
Mhm.
he's undrafted. In other words, no one picked him when they were drafted, and he came on as a free agent, making something like $2,000 a game. Really diddly, really nothing. And now the two starting quarterbacks for the Giants are injured, and he came in as a starter for the last 3 games.
The chink,
He
the chink.
Yeah, he lives at home with his mother and father and brother because of he's originally from New Jersey, when actually the New York Giants play in Jersey,
Right.
Right.
and he lives
It is a positive story, absolutely.
and he lives in his house with his mother and father, and she does
Yeah.
the cooking for him, and
So
and,
he's
Well,
a
God
he's a
bless
kid.
cooks dinner,
He's a
and he
kid.
says, "Why am I moving?" She
Yeah.
makes she makes my bed, she cleans the house, she cooks me dinner.
Sounds like my
I
nephew Rocco when he was
for a
younger.
while, yeah, when he was like this, he goes, "I'm not moving. It's a good thing."
Yeah,
It's
Yep.
like,
and
but
I'm
now
saying
he's a
too bad
married man.
I moved back with my mother, but she's dead.
Yeah. Well, hey, we won't get
I
into
don't know why
that.
the hell I moved out of the house and came to California.
Yeah. Well, that's
She
that's your crazy journey. So
yeah,
back to this. Back to this. Back to
but
why
that's a good story.
it's a good
That is a
story.
good story. I
So
like
And the
that.
other
That's
so
a
good, of
nice
course, the other
story.
good story is, of course, of Taylor Swift.
yeah,
And
She became the person of the year. Yeah.
Time
she's person of the
Magazine.
Conversation.
year.
Time
Yeah.
magazines. Yeah.
Wherever she goes, she's an industry and she brings money to every place she goes.
Mm-hmm.
Fans come from all over.
Well, she made it into pro football now with the boyfriend.
Well, Kelsey, whatever,
Yeah.
Kelsey,
Yeah,
something, Travis Kelsey, whatever his name is.
with
I don't know. Yeah.
And they
Kelsey.
lost, and they lost,
Oh
and they
yeah, they're playing
lost to
horrible.
Buffalo. Wow.
Maybe they maybe Swifty is putting a damper on it.
No, no, it's just the
Did, did,
Buffalo is
did,
better.
did you see the last play or next to the
Yes, I
last play
did. I saw
I
the whole
didn't.
game.
with the pass?
Yes, and he,
What?
yes,
And then
Who?
the throwback, and then they called the foul.
foul. Yep.
What
Well,
he
you
did
know
a
what? They
what he
got
did a
pissed, but
lateral or
when it
something?
happens
We
to
are
them,
so
when
off key. I started getting into Tanya and ice skating, and we just go into the
We're into
abyss.
sports.
We're into the abyss. No, I
love
want
the
to
Okay,
talk about
Buffalo
my ice skating.
okay.
digs.
Tell me about the
Okay,
boring ice
Max,
skate.
where did we go every Saturday?
Right.
Taking the train on Parkside Avenue. Where did we
Mhm.
go?
We went to
At 9
the
o'clock.
because there was free in the morning.
Free.
Okay.
Yes.
And we were into free.
And
So we
under
went
12 years old, 12 years
right.
old or
Yeah, we
younger.
would go on the freaking trains. Our parents would go, "Oh, go ice skating, have fun."
Take our ice skates with us.
Right. Today, could you imagine?
Where
No.
did you go?
Trains.
Prospect Park. We went
Park.
to
Yes, the Woolman Rink. We
in
used
it
to
was
take
called a
the
woman
D
there.
train. Yeah. It was the
Or
D
the
train
D or the
to
M or
the
whatever it was.
shuttle. And we got off at Parkside Avenue and walked 3 blocks to the park,
Yeah.
to
To
the
the
rink.
rink. Right. And we would have a great time. We weren't the most elegant of skaters, but we did get
How
around
did I learn to skate, Max? Tell them how I was taught to skate. Take it.
backwards. No.
No.
What? Why my
You
brain is
threw me in the middle of the skating
oh
rink and said, go
yeah.
skate.
I said go skate. It's like throwing a kid in the water and going swim. You know,
Yeah, that's how I learned.
that's what you gotta do. It's kind of funny.
Terrified. It wasn't
My
then.
son learned how to skate backwards before he learned how to skate forwards.
Oh God.
That's my boy. So-
I've never really learned how to skate.
oh, well,
I
it's a
think I skated once as a teenager, this one time, and then in my 50s, when I had my kids, they were skating.
right.
I was closer to 60 or early
Mhm.
Yeah.
60s, and the kids started skating. I went back on the ice and just didn't work at that
Didn't
age.
didn't work out.
I
Yeah,
won't go back with
I
my
don't
knees.
think
No.
at this point I would go ice skating. The
And
closest thing I would do would be snowshoeing. I don't know.
I love snowshoeing. That's fun.
That's fun. And you're
I
on the
do
ground.
snowshoeing here.
Yeah.
I like snow drinking.
Yeah.
Well,
You like
When it's snowing outside, being inside with a
and
shot of
drinking.
scotch or a beer and drinking.
That sounds like good idea. I
And
like
and
that
even
idea.
Scotch part sounds good.
and
It
even
has to
though
be
it's bad
single
for you,
barrel.
even though it's bad for you, I love having like a hot dog or a hamburger.
Mm-hmm. It's a
You know
thing.
what? I love hamburgers. That's my favorite food.
There's nothing like a
You're
good hamburger with it's burnt on the outside.
with mustard, right, Paul?
Oh yeah, I like mustard.
Ugh.
I
On your
take
not on your burger.
on my burger.
Oh
my
What's
and
no.
my
that?
and the French
Mustard?
fries.
Mustard
Dennis
on a
uses mustard.
uh,
That
Hot
Dennis
mustard.
does
on a
that.
burger.
Yes, he
The-
puts
It no,
on the
it's got to be
bottom, he
ketchup.
puts mayonnaise where the
no
tomato
mayonnaise.
is.
It's not kosher.
Well, he's not.
Neither am I, but it's still not kosher.
And then
Well,
on the top, if he
fast
has
food burgers
onion,
have
he
mayo and
puts
ketchup on it.
I know.
Yeah.
No,
No.
but there's nothing like this.
ketchup.
Good meat. No, I used to have ketchup, but I found Dijon mustard.
I don't like mustard.
Not on a burger.
Myself and Lou Costello. May
No,
you rest in peace, my hero.
nope. It's got to be ketchup on a burger. Sorry,
Ketchup.
right?
And on a hot
Anything
dog.
else is sacrilegious.
Ketchup.
Yeah.
I can't say
Mustard on a hot dog, though.
hot dog.
Ketchup on a hot dog.
You're weird, and you're just
I don't like
weirder as we go.
mustard.
And a raw onion.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't.
On
I
a
don't know.
hamburger, red raw
Yeah.
onion, yes.
Raw
No, I
onion.
like it. I like grilled onion on a hamburger.
And a nice cold beer.
Oh, now you're making me hungry, and I
Mm.
can't eat any of that right now. So look at my
Mm.
fingers. Anyway, back to
Read
ice
between the
skating.
lines.
Back to ice skating, ladies and germs. So we used to go to the Woolman rink, and it was a lot of fun. When we got back, because we were going to talk about pizza, I'll just throw in we had
Yeah.
pizza and a Coke, which was 50 cents for both, right?
For two slices of pizza and two Cokes was
no,
it was
no,
15 no, it was 15 cents a slice.
Not when we were 12. That was when we were
Yeah.
younger. It was, I
Nope.
think, I don't remember anything lower than 2 slices and a Coke for like 75 maybe.
Nope.
cents.
It was
I- I-
15 cents for a slice
That's
and
when I
10
was
cents for a Coke.
I remember when I was maybe
You know,
5. I think
I
it
can
went
tell
up.
I'm getting old when a pizza to get a whole pie is like $25.
It is. It's
Oh my
$25
God,
for a
it's
pie.
ridiculous.
And
$25
and
for a
that's
pie.
not including tax or a tip if you have it delivered.
Right. It's $25 for a pie now. So talk about inflation. I don't know. But anyway, so
But
I was
this-
looking, I was figuring out, there's other skating rinks. There's by the way, the one that we went to is now called the Left Rack Center at Lakeside. And it
What?
has ice skating, and it has all these different things you can do aside, and even other, and there's the Bluestone Restaurant 24, it's there all year. And then there is something called Glide, which is
Yep.
new, which is by Brooklyn Bridge Park, and it looks gorgeous. You're skating by the Brooklyn Bridge, looking at the city. I would love to go there just to even hang out. But then I see that there's something called glice.
Lice?
Yep.
It
Yes.
rhymes with mice and it rhymes with lice, and it's
And
called
we have it
glice.
right here.
What is glice?
Glice is like a plastic plexiglass that's frozen with a coating on it, and it's
Well-
unbelievable. People go skating. It's $25 for a half hour.
Is that including rental of skates?
Yes.
So actually, it's synthetic ice,
Yes.
and it's referred to as fake ice, or
Fake ice, yes.
artificial, pretend, or imitation ice.
Mm-hmm.
And it's used as an alternative to traditional ice. And though they say it's not like the real thing, because the real thing is
It's
like
not.
fun. But apparently it's in 85 plus countries around the world now.
Yeah.
Resorts, entertainment venues, and I was looking. So you have the glice by
We have the glice for the last 7 or 8 years. They've been putting the glice up
Where
from
do they put it?
right in the center of Crystal Springs by the in front of the hotel and by the tavern. So
How
that
do they
whole
make it?
what they put
do they-
down, they build it. Every year it takes one day, and they're putting up this thing, this
Well,
glice.
Here it is. It says synthetic ice is made from a highly density polyethylene plastic engineered
Yeah.
for ice skating. It's molded into tiles and treated, resulting in a surface that simulates the sliding properties of traditional ice. Is it sustainable? That's a whole other question.
So you don't have to freeze it at all, or?
It
No,
freezes.
no,
No, they have an
it-
ice that's refrigerated. It's frozen.
But it's
As a matter of
just,
fact, they do curling.
yes, they do curling on it. and all
S-
different things. And I know
Speaking of
also,
ridiculous sports, I still haven't figured out how what curling is.
I
But
don't know,
it's
Oh,
I get glued
by
to
the
those.
way, I just want you to know, I looked up what was the price of pizza in 1965. We were in fifth grade, in Brooklyn. It was 15 cents, and the Subway was also 15 cents at that
I was
time.
10 years old during that time. Huh.
Wait,
Okay,
1960 what?
65. Mm-hmm.
So we were 9.
Yep.
Okay, I wonder what it
So
was. What
no,
it
no,
was
we
when
were
we
11. 11.
Oh,
We were born in
65. I'm sorry, we were 11. Yes.
55. We were 11,
Yeah,
and it
I'm
was
adding
15
extra
cents
years
a
on.
slice.
Wow, that's cheap.
Talking about
And they
inflation.
stayed the same. The paralleling each other throughout the decades seemed to hold true. So every time the Subway goes up, the
Pizza.
pizza goes up.
Wow, that's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Did you
Pizza
realize
now,
until I got to
I
Mark
think
Twain, my
pizza's
junior high
more than a
school,
Subway.
I,
Slice is
I
more
I
than a
always thought
Subway.
I always thought pizza was the Sicilian pizza. That's the pizza they made at
The square,
the
right?
square
Mm-hmm.
In
or the rectangle.
1964,
Nice and
a
thick.
pie went for a whole dollar,
Shh.
Oh my
a
God.
buck.
Holy crap, that's insane.
Just want
Well,
to let you know, I did my
so
research on
so
pizza.
I did research if there was any glice in
Mm-hmm.
Brooklyn, and
Is
apparently
it?
it's at the William Vale Hotel in Williamsburg. And
That's how cool.
I want you to look up. I'm going to give you you got to look up the William Vale Hotel in
I never
William
Williamsburg.
heard of
Vale?
that. That's it.
They have a spa with a wooden uh like sauna outdoors, and they
Oh,
have an
it's
incredible spa, and methinks the Tush twins need to visit.
oh my God. I
It,
see it here.
look at the thing where they have this, they have a spa.
Ooh.
We can do a whole day spa or a half day spa, and then go into the outdoor in this winter, the outdoor wooden, you know, like in Finland.
Oh, it's yeah. So now
What
the
a
quick question
cool
is,
looking
how
place.
much does it cost?
I'm afraid, I'm very afraid to
Well,
ask,
let's
but
go check out these
I
prices.
think we should do it just because we should.
Well, we could.
Because,
I think we should.
you
I'll
know,
ask the producer of the show to see if we can finance it.
okay. Paul,
Yes.
you're the producer.
Paula?
They
You're the one, yeah.
have a rooftop bar. Oh my God, it's facing the, oh my God, I have to go there.
This is what I'm saying. This is a place we need to go to. It's like
This is
it's
really a cool place.
doesn't it look cool? Got to do it.
Yes. Oh my
So
God.
it's it. Yeah.
Does it have prices?
Mm,
There, I'm looking up spa, winter spa.
yeah, it's
The
a winter
winter
spa.
spa. Oh, detoxing winter spa.
Mm.
Book
Yeah.
now. Let's see.
It's got to be hundreds and hundreds of dollars. I can't imagine
Ooh,
it.
oh my God.
Well, it's just gummy bears.
Uh-oh. Is it as much as
Let's
your is
see.
it as much as your your
They
cannabis
don't
dinners?
tell you what the
Mm.
prices
So
are.
you have, yeah, because they're afraid
I
to.
mean, sitting at the spa having a hamburger with a cold beer.
Well, I would go into those really cool looking wooden saunas on the roof.
I saw
And
that. Oh my God, that looks amazing.
that's what I would do. That's exactly what I would do. So, and then they
Hmm.
have on the top of the roof, on the roof, they also have the glice, the rink.
Where is that?
It's in
In
Williamsburg,
Williamsburg.
Yeah.
Billyburg.
I mean, when I moved from New York, Williamsburg was a slum.
Yeah, we know
Yeah, my
that.
mom, it was a very
1976.
orthodox, and then it got to be really, really, really scummy. And now it's people are leaving Williamsburg because they can't afford to live there. They're
Too
moving back to
expensive.
Mm.
Manhattan.
I know you said
Too
that. I know.
expensive.
Yeah, I know people in Billyburg are saying that the rents are just like
It's
and
ridiculous.
Dumbo also, by the way.
Yeah, the
Dumbo
whole area.
is ridiculous. The prices are
But
ridiculous.
if I move back to New York,
Where
I
you
still want
going?
to live in Manhattan.
Yeah, because you're a Manhattan girl.
I
So
would
Yeah,
move.
yeah,
I'm in love with it. Either one or two places. The West Village.
hmm
I love
I
the
lived
West.
on
That's it.
Bleecker and West 10th,
It's
hmm
changed. It's not the same.
or the Upper West Side.
I like my midtown. I like the 30s,
No,
20s and
Oh, I like the
30s.
village. I like the village.
no,
I
no,
like
no,
the
I
village.
lived on 90th and Central Park West. I walked out of my house and I walked right into Central Park because that's where the horses went down.
Oh,
In the morning, I would wake up to clip clop because Claremont Stables was on 89th.
Oh, I
clippity
remember the
clop,
Claremont.
clippity
Yeah.
clop, clippity clop.
And the horses would come down 90th Street. So I hit the
Right.
Yeah.
clippity clop. The only problem is when the days that it snowed and it was really snow, you had to watch out where you stepped.
Oh, yeah,
Oh.
of course.
Yep. You
Which
could
I
be,
never figure out why.
you wouldn't be
see,
ice skating, you'd be sliding on the
yeah.
manure. Okay.
But you see, you watch westerns. Have you ever seen a western where the horse stops to defecate?
Never on
Yeah.
TV.
Blazing Saddles.
Blazing
Blazing
Saddles.
Saddles, that's a difference. I'm
Yeah.
talking about on TV.
Wait.
The
TV
old
on a
westerns.
regular
You-
Because
western.
most of the horses are fake.
You went to the you went with us when we went horseback riding in Palm Springs to the
Yes, I
Morongo
did.
Indian. With the Morongo Indian, they actually have a toll. You have
Yes.
to pay, and there's a guy, there's a a Native American, a Morongo Indian. He's stationed there, and if you don't pay the toll, he has a shotgun, and he'll fire
Mhm.
it off, and he'll like scare you, and there's nothing around. All it is this little hut and a toll booth, but there's nothing else. So Blazing Saddles, the scene
Took
where
that.
you're going
Yeah,
into, what do you think Mel Brooks got that from?
of course he
He
did.
got it from that.
That sounds like a Saturday
Definitely.
Night Live skit.
It when I first saw it the first time I went horseback riding, I could not believe.
That
And
was
then we
very
all
funny.
so we started to sing. We all gave, and it was 10 cents to get in.
Yes.
So we would pass through and we'd start singing, "There was a blazing saddle."
Blazing Saddles.
Oh my God. It was hysterical.
Yeah, it was with the ex.
That was fun.
They should have
But
shot him.
yeah, well,
Your
I don't
ex?
know. Your ex? Oh, stop. That's not
Well,
nice.
your cousin said something very interesting that weekend.
I'm aware. He had insight.
Yes, he did.
He had a feeling something was kooky bots. That
And
was
it
that's
was.
my cousin Leo, a
Yeah.
character from the word go.
Is he
Yes,
still
he
around?
was.
Nah,
No.
he would be 100
Yeah.
and
50?
I don't know how he'd be 108 by now. Whatever, I don't know. But anyway, that was fun. So, but Central Park also had the skating rink. It has the Woolman
Mhm.
rink,
Yes, we
and
went there.
Was that
and
the
it
Woolman
also
Rink also in Central Park?
Yes,
Both
he
the
was
same
both
names?
Woolman
but now
rinks.
the one in Brooklyn's not called the Woolman rink. It's called Left Rack. They gave some dinero. You know the
Well,
Left Rack.
they were builders that were, I don't know, they had Left Rack City.
Left Rack City. Yeah, it's the
City,
same.
yeah.
It's the same.
And
Well,
that was
they
in
also
Queens.
had the one in the city because Trump put the money up. It
Mhm.
became the Trump ring once for a while.
And that went away because
Thank
they said
God.
they said no, and they said get the you know what out. Yeah, I don't think, not that
I
I've
don't
gone
think
there
anyone would be
lately.
skating in New York there.
You know, I don't
Well,
know. I just
I remember in the winter in the winter time again when I was living next to Central Park, and they had the ice skating rink. I forget what it was like around Fifth Avenue, and in the '60s,
right. Well,
and then they had
well, they have
My
Bryant
favorite thing
Park.
was the zoo there.
Right.
the zoo, and then they had the
Right.
I don't know. Most people don't know where the tennis courts were,
Well, now they
like on
turned a lot
90th
of those
Street.
tennis courts into
Yes.
pickleball. There's
Yeah,
pickleball courts,
pickleball.
like a lot of them, and it makes much more noise because it's a plastic, ball
yeah.
and hits the racket, and people are getting upset by the noise from pickleball now.
I have not played pickleball yet.
It's
I
like
have not
It's
tried
like
it.
a wiffle ball. It's sort of
Right. So
it's
right.
hollow.
So when you hit the wiffle ball with a wiffle bat, it makes it, it has this sound.
Yeah.
And if you have people on
Nah.
15 courts, the sound is absurd.
And
it
you hear
is.
people going,
Well,
oh,
Yeah.
well,
Yeah, in
well,
pickleball, they're going,
right.
I can see
Uh,
tennis. You're
The-
taking a swing,
Yeah.
But do you
But the-
remember
the-
playing tennis also when we were kids? We used to go, it was $5 for the year to get a tennis permit, and we could play in any of the courts in New York City.
Right.
And I was so bad at tennis. I thought it was a baseball, and I used to use it as a bat and it would go way. I was so bad at tennis. I sucked.
but
Yeah,
there
yeah.
were tennis courts, but there
I'm
were
not
tennis.
going to say no.
That's what I
There were
suck.
tennis
But-
courts by the park that I lived close to, Kaiser Park, right next to Mark Twain.
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
But we always thought the weird guys were weird people would play tennis.
Mm.
You went to
Well,
Mark Twain?
Mark Twain.
Did you
Ooh.
have a teacher named Mr. Mann?
Herbie Mann, he played in an orchestra.
No, George
No, you think.
Mann. Did you have a
Don't
teacher named
remember.
George Mann?
I had
Science.
Uncle George
I had Uncle
at,
George.
not at Mark
Yeah,
Twain,
we
at
talked about that
Reynolds.
one time.
James J. Reynolds Junior High School.
So
$143.
small world story. When I was out here, and I'm working in the radio, and there was some sort of social thing, and I'm speaking to another an account executive for the radio station, and we're talking about backgrounds. And I said, "Oh, from Coney Island," and she said, "Oh yeah, my family lived there, years ago." And I said, "Oh yeah," she said, "Yeah." And so we were going there. She said, "My aunt used to work in Mark Twain Junior High School."
Hmm.
And I said, "Oh yeah, what's her name?" She told me her name. That was my homeroom teacher.
Yeah.
Ah,
You see,
Plus, which I told the
Yeah.
story also. She said, my grandfather used to sell Arbus. Arbus, for
right.
those who don't
It's the
know, is chickpeas.
Chickpeas.
In
Yes.
fact, I didn't know
Yes.
chickpeas were Arbus until I think I was in my mid-20s. But
Mm.
he was a little Jewish guy selling chickpeas. They used to steam them, put them in a little bag, throw salt on them. I think there was like a dime a bag or a nickel a bag. That was her grandfather.
Now I like the guys on the beach going, hot Ganesh
Mhm.
here.
Cold soda, hot
Well,
knishes.
Hot
The
Ganeshes.
question is, did you get the hot soda and the cold knishes?
Yeah.
Cold Ganeshes.
Until
Usually
the
that's what
cops
you
came
got.
because they didn't have a permit to sell. Anyway, guys, you realize we don't have
What?
anything to talk about, and our half hour's up.
Oh God.
Oh, well, everyone, listen, happy Hanukkah from the
No,
Hanukkah Llamas.
right, for those who celebrate.
And
Yes, and everyone who celebrates
Just
Christmas, it's
mer-
almost here.
Merry, Merry.
how about Kwanzaa?
Merry, Merry.
We should play
And
Merry,
everyone,
Merry next time on
and
the
it's
show.
100 years of Disney this year, and they're having a special on Thursday night. Please tune in. It looks so wonderful.
Are they having a
You're
special
such
about
a
Norman? Yeah.
baby.
Are they
You're a
having a
baby,
special
I
on
swear.
Norman
And I
Lear?
know Dennis has to tune in because
Oh,
he's
he's
a
on
bigger
already taped.
baby.
He already taped it.
Oh God. Oh God.
He taped it last week when he heard about it.
Oy vey.
Yeah,
All
were they
right.
going to have
So
a
what
special on Norman Lear, who passed away last week?
I think they had something
They
they
had.
did
already.
two things, one on PBS and CBS this past Sunday.
Mhm.
It was a
Oh,
very good
yeah.
special.
I got to
here's
meet him a few years ago at the Waverly in
Mm,
the city. You know,
Yeah.
I met a boy
yeah.
named Frank
It's my
Mills.
favorite movie theater, the Waverly. I used to meet
In front of the
all my dates
Waverly.
from Queens there.
Fortunately, I lost
You
his
are-
address.
Anyway, guys, you have a great week.
We'll catch you next time.
Everyone, peace
Catch
out.
you next week, and we'll
Be sure
figure
to
out what
catch
to talk
all
about.
shows on malcolmpresents.com. Always take time to move your tush.
Bye.
Ciao.
Shalom.